Conservatives. But first, let's catch up with Raj Kandola, Senior Policy Advisor for Greater Birmingham Chamber of Commerce. Raj, good morning. Your reaction to June the 1st, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Danny, and thanks for having me on. So, I think the parameters of the debate shifted some time ago away from should it be happening to it's happening and we need to get on with it. And I think, we all want clean air. It's better for the environment. It's better for society. It's ultimately better for the business community because a healthier workforce is a more productive one. So we supported the council's decision. We actually lobbied for them to delay the start of the zone this year due to the fallout from coronavirus, and also beyond January of next year, because as we know, Britain's leaving the European Union in the next few months, and we don't know what kind of fallout and reaction that could have. So I think it's sensible that they've gone ahead and actually committed to a date, but we need to stick to that date now, because the last thing businesses need is more uncertainty on the horizon and a change in plans 8 months down the line.
Raj, you mentioned a healthier workforce is something that everyone should aspire to. Where is the evidence that people are less healthy coming into town?
Well, I think if you just, look out the window, and I'm not sure where you're based right now, but I think you can tell if you have less air pollution, that means there's less people having sick days, there's more people spending time at work, less congestion means there's less traffic delays, people can get to work, do more work. So ultimately, I think it's a win-win. It's just how we get there.
There are people who are calling in sick because of breathing issues associated with high polluting vehicles, are there?
Yeah, I think if you look at the official data from the government, they do say that traffic emissions are the biggest contributor to air pollution levels. And I think, a number of detractors of the scheme have talked about, well, is there a need for it to go ahead, given the fact that we saw a big drop in traffic levels over the summer period as a result of the lockdown. But if you look at the levels right now, they're pretty much back to where they were in February. And also, again, we should take into account that air pollution levels are measured on a 12-month basis. And even with the 3 months that we had of less traffic, over a 12-month basis, those air pollution levels are still illegally high in Birmingham. So clearly, the council felt they had to proceed with this and get on with it.
If we are at pre-COVID levels for traffic, Raj, one could maybe argue that these are quite simply people now who have turned away from public transport and have got into their car because they have no confidence in public transport with COVID-19. Maybe we're seeing people counterintuitively and counterproductively actually turn to their motor car because they want to avoid getting on the bus or the train.
Yeah, and that's one of the big challenges that the council have faced and will face moving forward. But I would say that, organisations such as National Express and other operators across the city have done a fantastic job in making it as safe as possible and trying to get people back on there. But you're right, that's going to be a longer-term challenge, and we'll have to see how that plays out in the next 6 or 7 months.
But if it's a longer-term challenge, no one knows, Raj, where we will be medically by June the 1st, 2021. Wouldn't it be sensible to err on the side of caution rather than stick a flag in the sand to say June the 1st, it's happening? How will we know where we are with lockdowns and COVID-19 and et cetera, and vaccines?
Yeah, again, good question. And I don't have the answer to that. I think at the same time, they've just got to be flexible, haven't they? I think it really depends on, like you say, how the things play out over the next 6 to 12 months. So, yeah, I still think that, there's a wider plan that they've got around rebuilding the economy. If you've seen a number of the city plans, and a lot of this was in play before the advent of COVID-19, where they talked about having a greener city and having an economy which was, again, obviously more environmentally sustainable. I think the longer-term plan is still for people, and the aim is still for people to use alternative modes of transport and reduce overall car usage. But again, we'll have to see how that plays out in the next 6 to 7 months.
OK, Raj, thanks for your time. Nice to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Raj Kandola there.